Hi, it is me, Bepler, and I am here to, you guessed it, talk to you about the things that I wish I knew many moons back. 8 years ago, I wish somebody had told me all these things all at once so I wouldn't have wasted, well, what I can really only describe as weeks. So here we are. I'm going to try to keep it fairly short. We're at 24 seconds already. Let's get going then. Number one, you can make your own hotkeys. Gosh, yes, you can. If you don't like Flash's default hotkeys, you do not have to live with them. You can go keyboard shortcuts, and just there's a little button here. It says something like save under a new name or save a copy. You just you know, do that, and then you can start changing things. You can change things. So you'd click it here, and you might not even be able to see it because Flash is silly, but you would click right around here, and then you got it. You can go in and you'll hit change. You know the drill. You click a thing you want to change, you add, and then you type it in. Done. I have made oodles of hotkeys. I even talk about my hotkeys in loads of tutorials. What do graphics and movie clips do? We're on to the next thing now. This is how fast it's going to go. What do graphics and movie clips do? Oh boy. So, there are two kinds of symbols in Flash, and then there are buttons. But we're going to ignore buttons for now. Say you had a thing that you drew, and you're like, that's a good thing. I really am proud of that thing. And inside of that thing, this is, okay, I made a movie clip right here. I hit F8, and then I go movie clip, and then I hit OK. So then in my library now, I have this orange box, which is a movie clip. You can tell by the little gear. Graphics look like triangles, circles, and squares. So if I double click this, I can go inside, and there's a whole other world in here. This is called Symbol 1's Timeline. And basically, this is how Flash works. You put stuff inside of other stuff. The point being, what is the difference between this orange box and this slightly red circle, which is a graphic? Ready? Because I'm going to hit graphic. Bam. Well, they have different icons here and here. They both have different worlds inside of them, and you can tell that because in the main timeline where I am right now, there's all these frames, but inside of each symbol, the frames are gone because it's a whole new world. If we animate something inside of these timelines, I don't know, something like this, that one, and then inside of this one, we'll do, something similar. Something very similar, but going up. So now you see how they both have animations inside of them. Look at. They do. That one goes up, and this one goes down. Well, watch with your eyes. On the main timeline, only the graphic is moving. What? Why is that happening? Because only graphics you can see what's going on in the main timeline, whereas movie clips, you cannot see what's going on. However, you can apply filters. Okay? So there you are. But say you wanted to see what was going on and apply a filter, well, you can't do that, not yet, not in the most recent version of Flash, but you could line it up where it should be, and keeping it as a graphic, and then just click on it, and once it's all lined up and timed out with everything else in your scene, turn it into a movie clip, and now you can blur it, and you get the best of both worlds. So, then it's playing when you do the final product, just not in your workspace. That's the only difference between graphics and symbols. You cannot see movie clips. Did I just say between graphics and symbols? Between movie clips and graphics. You get it. You can apply filters to movie clips, but you can't watch them in the timeline, and vice versa for graphics. Okay. What the heck are these two tools even about? This confused me. Why there was a selection tool. Okay, say you have a thing, right? Different color. Great. You're proud of it. This purple circle took you ages, and you want to make it flat, right? So you would go to your free transform tool, you would click it, and you'd get these handles, 8 of them, and then you stretch. And there you go. Now, what can you do with the selection tool? Well, you can do everything you can do with the free transform tool, like move it, and move it. And if it was a shape, you could pull it. But you can, it's not like you can't do that with the free transform tool. I'm doing it right now. The difference is you get these handles. Like, you can still duplicate with the free transform tool and the selection tool. It's just now there's handles. So, like, if I'm animating something like this, I don't like to animate it with the free transform tool like I am right now, because the handles get in the way. So I like to go to the selection tool like this, where I won't accidentally grab a corner. Like, I'm reaching for it and then oops, now I'm stretching it. It's just, they're the same tool, just one has handles. And sometimes those handles are annoying, and sometimes they are exactly what you need. Same tool. Bam. So, say this thing is moving. We're on to the next one now. We're already 4 tips in. Look at this. You've got your purple circle going left to right. Yeah. Okay. What the heck? Why is this? Is that the color of classic tweens? That doesn't feel right. I thought they were purple. What is happening right now? My world is rocked. Never mind. Maybe it's just because I'm seeing this purple in contrast, and this isn't actually blue. It's just like lavender. Never mind. So you have a tween here, and like accidentally halfway through, you like click it, but you put it right back. Look at that. Isn't that the stupidest thing ever? So here I have a tween. Woo. And if I click it and move it, and watch this, I'll undo that move. There's still a keyframe there, even though you have moved previous to you doing the thing. It's like down there. Watch. Here's the thing, do the thing, do the thing. It reverts, but somehow it remembers that that's still there. So then you animate and you look back and you're like, oh shoot, well, I don't want these keyframes here, because nothing's changing. But I can't like go in and make a big arc for the whole thing. It'll get all messy because it's broken up into pieces. What do I do? Okay, don't panic. You can still recover the original tween that's in here. You just click, let go. So you left click down, or left click down, let go of left clicking, and then left click down again, and then drag, and then unleft click, and then now you can just get rid of this frame, which I'll talk about in a second, and that's preserved, and then do it again, and done. I never understood that you could just click and leave it, and then go back to it, and click again, and move it, and you'll create a duplicate of whatever you were just on, if it's something out in the open, or you'll move it. Like if I do it on here, bam. You have to click, let go, and then click again, and you can move stuff. Done. Say you did what I did, though. You had a keyframe here, and you wanted to get rid of it. So you've got it out front. You need this to be 50 frames long, but it's 51 because that pesky doggone little thing at the end. What do I do? Well, in the default set of hotkeys, there is the option to remove frames. Oh my gosh. If you didn't watch my timeline tutorial, then you don't know. But this is the most important thing in Flash. You can get rid of frames whenever you want. It's gone. Done. The default hotkey for it is Shift F5. I have it as something else, but you can change it to whatever you want or use it as Shift F5. Just bam. And the way it works is if no frame is selected, it will treat every... I ran out of air. It'll do every layer the same. So like, watch what happens. If I have nothing selected and I do the command, the remove frames, it'll, on every layer, straight down from your red cursor, remove the frame that it's hovering on. However, if you do a little selection in here, a little bitty selection, then Like, you can remove from those two places at the same time. Look at it working. And there you have it. Or you can remove a whole bunch at once. There you go. You know, that's good. Or you can, like, remove from the front over and over until it pulls it back. Remove frames. The best thing since sliced bread. Couldn't think of anything different. Anything that rhymes with bread. We're on to the next tip. You can edit multiple frames. Little did you know it, but you can. So say you have a thing. This purple circle is getting a lot of mileage today. You have a thing that goes like super fast and then slow. And then you go in and you select all these by clicking, not letting go, and then dragging, and then hitting F6 or whatever your create keyframe button is. And then you have all these things. And convert to keyframes. And remove between. Bam, you have all this, right? I want to look at it all at once. There's a button right here. I don't know if you know, but there is a button. Oh, you can't see it because of my stupid Flash CC, but it's right there. It looks like two little frames, and you can use it to, well, just watch. Don't believe me, nah, there's nothing that rhymes with watch. Here we go. Bam. You can edit multiple frames at once. I'm doing it right now. And what it's doing is showing you every single instance of the ball on one. You can look at it all at once. And it's really helpful because you can do cool stuff like break apart all the balls all at once and turn all of them red all at once and like stretch them all at once, and then you get cool stuff like this. What? Or like you can do like stuff like this. Don't believe me, just botch. Botch. Stop. Wait a minute. Take my cup and put some liquor in it. I'm not very good at rhyming today, but man, isn't this fun? Look at how cool of things you can do. Okay. Did you know that you can easily change a graphic into a symbol? I mean a graphic into a movie clip? Why, yes. Yes, you can. Watch me do it right now. This is going to be a graphic. Open your properties, click it, take that graphic. In Flash 8, it's just the same thing, but down here. And then what you do is you turn it into a movie clip. And now, bam, you actually saw me do it earlier when I was talking about blurs. And then if for some reason it's not playing properly, if you have frames inside of here, and it's not doing the thing where it plays goodly, well, don't worry. Don't you worry. That's not even an option with movie clips, but it is an option with graphics. So if this thing was moving inside, look it. Well, first of all, it's kind of got messed up. But oh dear. There. Oh my god. What is happening? You know what? Why? Why, Flash? Is it because that's on? There, look, it's working. Okay, great. So, look at how it works out on the timeline. It'll loop. If you click it as a graphic, you can set it to play once so that it will just go through and then stop. Or you can start it at any frame you like and then have it loop from there. Like start it on frame 17, which is frame 17 in here, which is this one. And then on the timeline, frame of that one will be frame 17. Wow. Amazing. What's next? Smoothing and straightening. Oh no. I have drawn a jaggedy line. Smooth it. Just smooth it. Save yourself some time. There's a button right there and there when you're on the selection tool. Object drawing. I didn't know about this, and well, I regret it. If you take a thing, say you're on your rectangle tool, you have this stupid, awful option right here that some people like. You can click it. you can actually turn it on accidentally by hitting J on your keyboard. Just the J key. That'll toggle that horrible hotkey as a default. When it's on, this is what it does. It does this. You can hear about it in my containers tutorial. I explain what they are, but you know, it's just J on your keyboard. It works with like all creation tools, all of these guys. So be careful with it. Turn it off just by clicking it and stuff. This is with it off, and this is with it on. See the difference? Done. Drawing from the center. Say you're using your rectangle or oval. Hold Alt on your keyboard when you make it, and it'll go out from the middle. So you don't have to play this guessing game of where's it going to end up. Like trying to get it right in the right spot. It's impossible. If I tried to land the circle in there, I'd miss every time. But if you can guess the center, you can get pretty doggone close by holding Alt. And then you can just do that. Done. Polygonal lasso. I want to trace this. How will I do it? But I can't select that. Well, just click and hold on your lasso tool, and you have the polygon lasso. Now, selecting things can be as easy as clicking and letting go and clicking again. And you can do it, and then you just when you're finished and you're ready to go, hit your hotkey for any selection tool or free transform tool, and it will join the points. Because clicking right there won't do it. So just hit V or something similar, and look it. You've selected exactly what you need. What's next? MP3 to waves. So if you're trying to get music or sounds into Flash and it's not working, check if they're an MP3. I remember this happening in Flash 8 a lot. And, you know, if they are an MP3, just turn them into a .wav file. It might work. Pro tips with me. Working on big things. Oh, man. So when you zoom out in Flash, look at how it zooms out. It creates this like fake barrier for you that you can break by drawing. So here. See how it like this? It won't let you go past that and that unless you draw something out there. So if you're trying to work with big stuff, like that's really big, like that's that big, it can get annoying to try and work with it because you can't select it sometimes. Like you can't zoom out far enough to use it. Like you need to be able to move the camera over further, but you won't let you. So just make a new layer and make yourself a box that's an outline. Like click on your stage and hold Alt and make a really big box. And now you can zoom back in and just leave this layer unlocked so that your camera won't punch back in. If you lock it and then you move it around, it'll mess it up. It will. You just got to see, look, it's messed up now. But if I unlock it, now I can see whatever I want to see. And then you just work with the layer that your thing is on. Be careful not to hit select all, like Control A, because then you'll get the box by accident and you might start doing stuff to it, and that's no good. But there you go. You know? Now you can work with big things without your camera messing up. Setting your undo levels to 300. Oh, yeah. Hit edit. Just do yourself a favor. Don't even worry about why. Just hit preferences under edit. And in general, go ahead and change this number to 300. Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.